And as we've been confidently touting on our airwaves, we are the official media partners for this year's Ghana Music Awards. Is coming off today. Finally, the day is here, and today is the beginning of the second or the two-league awards, or this two-day award, if you want to put it that way. We're beginning with today's. We start from 8 p.m. and definitely tomorrow as well. So we'll be bringing you all the correspondence that you need, but also we need to have conversations about the 22nd edition of the awards, how far we've come, who deserves to win what, and all the surprises that is likely to happen within these 2 days. What a weekend it will be. But in studio, I have Arnold Samwa Beidu. I know you're saying Shay already, but that man is an avatar when it comes to showbiz right here in Ghana. And also seated next to me is the head of entertainment right here at Media General, Ken, who a lot of us call Nanadu. You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so let's start off with you, Arnold. It's a two-day event, you know, and there's a lot of conversations around it. Are you excited already?
Well, it's a VGM, and so everybody is pretty much excited about the two-day event. I think last year we did two-day events as well, and so we're only replicating what transpired last year. So the excitement is on a fever pitch.
Does it look like the 2 days yet to stay?
I think it should. You know, previously, I think 10 years ago, we used to do a festival. And then after a while, for purposes of reasons of sponsorship and all that stuff, they went back to a day event. And so I'm excited that we are doing two-day events now. Predominantly, most awards are done 2 days because there's a pre-event and there's a main event. Because the award shows are 90% performance-based. And so you need to give most of your awards during the first day. And then the second day, because every eye is fixated on the awards, you do more performances than giving out the awards and engaging acceptance speeches and all. So that's the way to go.
Now, can we, like I said in our intro, we have been confidently, constantly as well, informing our viewer that we are the official media partners, all our platforms. How ready are we and what are we about?
Well, we are very ready, like we've always said. From the time we joined or partnered the scheme, we've always given our best to support and make sure that the viewers and the fans and the audience across are getting all the updates. So right from the nominees announcement through to the experience concert to all the other activities, plus what's going to happen tonight and tomorrow, we are really ready. Last night we went through to check the whole place is getting ready, like 95% ready. We are setting up our stands there. There's going to be activations on ground. There's going to be a lot of interactions live on TV3 and 3FM as well. There's going to be, in fact, when we started from Monday, there's been different stories and conversations, fans' reactions, what they're looking forward to, who they expect to win, and so on and so forth. It started even from your show last week, Saturday as well, on Simply Showbiz. And so we're ready. I mean, we have a lot of activities lined up right from tonight with Showbiz 360, which will be coming live from the red carpet on the venue at 8 p.m. And then we also have the radio OB on 3FM, the block party with Crystal and team also being there from 7 p.m. as well till the time the show is over on 3FM 92.7. And then tomorrow at 11 a.m. we'll have the review and predictions from today and then tomorrow as well. So at 11 a.m. on Simply Showbiz, and then later on in the day, we'll have the OB on radio as well. So we are prepared to give, and also live on Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere. I mean, on all social media platforms for Media General.
We don't have too much time, so let's get into the awards, Arnold. I remember that last year, after Kwame Eugene won the Artist of the Year, a lot of people had said that there's a young artist, the young folks do not deserve, and you're one of the people who spoke vehemently against that perception that this young man or the young guys they actually deserve it if they've worked hard for it. We are back again another year. We have a lot of young chaps there. This time around, 2 links contenders. There's Kwame Eugene, there's Kidi in there, Dinah Entry Hamilton, who is also here to speak to us, is there. Sako is there. Medical also is there. But we've had, apart from Dinah, who was running a campaign, we've had these 2 young men come at each other, believing that either of them deserve to win the awards. What are your predictions?
Well, first of all, I did not have a problem with Eugene winning because he was a young gun. My issue had to do with performance, track record, and at the time I felt Sarkodie did better. regardless, I congratulated him. This year, the competition is tough, very tough. And I shortlist the contenders amongst 3 people: Kiddy, Medical, and then Diana Hamilton. Sarkodie has not been loud. If you realize, because of probably the disappointment from last year, he and the Sark Nation guys have been unusually quiet. And so you actually see Kiddy making some level of noise. Medical made some noise as well. And in the last 3 weeks, it's all been Diana Hamilton. They are disturbing us plenty.
You think it's not making it's going to, they are making some impact with that, aren't they?
Oh, of course. But at the end of the day, it boils down to the academy, the board, and the general populace.
Okay.
And so the noise is very, very effective. I like it. I like it because you need to fixate some level of attention to who deserves what. And so I would leave it to Kiddy and then Auntie Diana. Kiddy would give Auntie Diana some run for her money.
At the end of the day, who do you think?
Let's wait.
I'm sure because Dinah is here, you're being careful, So let's wait. But Ken, what about you?
Well,
because Kwame has said again that he deserves it. I'm not sure you're like Arnold. Do you think that he doesn't deserve it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, he's also worked very well. I mean, hard in the last year. Kiddy is also in there, Diana Hamilton and Medical as well. But you see, if he wins it again, it's not news because we've had other artists who've won twice. I mean, it's not as if he didn't do anything at all, but he's
Did
in
he
there.
do enough?
I mean,
what songs have he? Does he have in the year under review?
I'm sure if we look at what he has done in the year under review.
What has he done? That's because I want to know.
So how
as compared to
what we used to judge artist of the year?
Well, the artist must have released a hit song or a hit
an
album. And the most important criteria:
audience appeal.
Highest audience appeal, and so that's actually differentiates between the guys.
Doesn't he have that?
Well, I'm asking you,
Yeah,
and
of course,
if you haven't seen them yet, those are the ones who have been nominated. We forgot to even add Adina in the conversation.
Adina is in
Does
there.
it look like she's not likely to be?
She got a lot of nominations.
Yeah, she
anyway.
has. She's
I
the
mean,
female with the
right?
highest nominations.
The thing there, you
about
have
10 of them or
10
11
in there, then you actually prune it to
So
2.
you don't think that even with the 10, she deserves to be anywhere close to?
Oh, the top contenders are Kiddy, Diana Hamilton, and to some level, Medical.
I think I agree. Same. The last time I was on the New FM, I shortlisted 2, Medical, Diana Hamilton, and Kiddy.
See, and in the history of the awards, nobody has been able to win it back to back. And for me, I don't think Kwame Eugene has done enough to actually break that record or set that record. So
I'm sure from the family they are all coming from, they would agree from home that, listen, you won last year, so
really
leave it for your
But
brother to win.
Kwame, more than Kiddy, has been touting, has been constantly saying that he deserves to win it again. I'm not sure if they had that conversation, he would have been saying, okay, let me root for my brother this year. Just like Emoji said, Artist of the Year, Gospel Artist of the Year is going to Dinah. A Song of the Year, he'll give it to Dinah yesterday. It means that they've thought about it. But again, another category that has brought about a lot of conversation is Reggae Dancehall Artist of the Year, where Episode is saying that he deserves it, and others are saying that, well, what have you done? He says he's been projecting, that genre for a very long time. People say, well, you don't have any hit song when it comes to Reggae Dancehall. You're a fan of Reggae Dancehall, and we have great guys in there. There's LaRusso in there. There's Raskuku, who is a defending champion, in there. There's Almighty Samini also in there. Episode himself, and I think Kapun is in there as well. Okay, that's it. So Raskuku, Samini, Episode, Kapun, and LaRusso.
You want me to predict?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's between Episode and LaRusso, if you ask me.
Okay, I like that smile. People say Episode hasn't held the fort.
listen, the awards is not about how you've been able to project yourself or your
Over the
career
last
over
years.
the period. It's within a certain frame. I mean, we are awarding for your performances in 2020. So it doesn't matter if you've been able to project reggae and dancehall for the past 50 years. We don't care. What were you able to do in 2020?
The last 1 year.
And in 2020, I didn't see anything about Episode. So what's the noise about?
But what did you see something about?
But how did he get there?
That's the problem. See, we've gone past it. We've gone past
At this
it.
point,
So
it doesn't matter
we don't need
anymore.
to
You
go
know,
back and forth about how he
The
got
reason
here.
I'm saying LaRusso is that over the year we heard
Yeah.
of him a lot with the song The Kili Kili and the remix of it and all featured Stoneboy and all
we
that.
did here.
We did here. I think he has like 2 or 3, but the Kili Kili was the biggest of all in the last 1 year. So
And then,
I
that's
think-
the give them, eh? Give them.
Yes, he has to give them, yeah.
Give
Give
them.
them.
Okay, with this category, also, there was a conversation that actually was misrepresented. I need to clear that. Episode said that it is unfair to have Samini in that category with kids. He never made reference to anybody, but he said with kids.
That statement requires bogus.
Oh, he says Samini is a legend. It's
Listen.
unfortunate that you have them in that category.
Again, you
so,
see,
for
one
instance,
of-
if a kid like, sorry, and for lack of a better expression, LaRusso wins it against Samini, it's to him, and these are not his words though, demeaning.
I think he shouldn't have said that.
These guys should learn. It's as simple as that. The awards comes with
I think he shouldn't have said
definitions. It comes with certain mechanics. So even if you are in doubt, just go research and find out exactly what pertains to the award. It's not about age. It has little or nothing to do about age. It's about your performance within a certain duration. So how come Jay-Z is 40 plus and still winning Grammys? How come Herbie Hancock is 80 and still winning Grammys? It has little to do with age. And that's how come last year I was livid when some element said, Sako there, we win here, so it's okay, let's give it to you.
He's still working.
That's hogwash. If the person is working and is relevant and he deserves it, give it to him. You see, this is what kind of talk we talk and then we retire them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was Samini active? Was he relevant? Did he actually perform within that duration? If he did, if you take the checklist and it's check, give the damn award to him. What's this talk about? He's a legend, and then he shouldn't have filed in the first place. Say, well, me, I'm a legend, so I'm opting out of the award.
Again, another category that I think last year when we had the opportunity to talk about, Eno's name was mentioned. That's Rapper of the Year category. Now they say it's rapper based on a performance. Before it was general. Now we have based on a performance. So they have a particular track they're using. I remember that you said that we should look for Eno's conversation within this year.
Simple. Last week, I saw bits about your show, and I saw the likes of Dan Lati shouting plenty. If it's don't give it to Emrado, then answer. State your opinion and go home. Don't come and tell us that if you don't give it to Emrado, nobody should take it. What's that? Is there no? Me, in my opinion, in my estimation, I think
his opinion.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. State your opinion. Don't say nobody should give it to somebody else. As your opinion, you feel Emrado should win. No disrespect to him. But I feel it's about time Emno wins Rapper of the Year.
They said the song on which she's been nominated is not a very popular one. It didn't do well within the year and the review.
It has little to do with popularity. It's about the performance on the song, your rap dexterity on the song.
But it's also a popularity vote because the audience will have to vote for that category.
But the definition doesn't talk about popularity. It talks about your skill. How were you able to exhibit the rap skill on that particular song? And so for me, Amrado is a star, but nowhere close when it comes to Eno. For me, I think Eno's award to take home.
I know you're in the camp of Amrado. That's why he said that it's your opinion, though. I know that he belongs to that camp. So he does. So you're still rooting for your artist.
Why did he say belongs to Amrado's
the way he said,
camp?
that's his opinion,
Of
though.
course, like the way Dalate's opinion was expressed last Saturday, that's why he's...
Which is
Yeah,
valid.
but he was saying nobody should say anything.
Exactly. We should forget voting, crowd.
Exactly,
Well,
and he's saying Eno, right? Exactly, so it could be any other person
So
in the
who are you
category as
saying
well.
is likely
I
to
mean,
win?
talk about performance in the year under review and all of the things that compared to all the artists who are in there, I'll stick for Amrado.
You see the mistake they do? The definition is simple, straight to the point. The performance on a rap song, it doesn't talk about what you were able to do within the year.
So a number of rap songs.
Amrado did some.
Do we know the performances they did?
Yes, they put songs
there.
by
Yes.
it. If we can see that category, you know that everybody's
if we can see that.
I think Amrado's own is
The best rapper.
Best rapper,
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
it. I hope that we see that category and they say, so everybody has been attached to a particular song
yeah.
as the performance
Yeah.
on that song, and that's what you're being judged with. But whilst we're getting that list ready, we have a few minutes to go. Let's talk about, we've talked about, you know, the first day. The second day also is a big night. Today, a lot of people call it Industry Awards, you know, so that's it on the screen. And so I'm rather Best Rapper, Eno Baroni, God is a Woman, Joey B, Cold, Medical Stop It, Brown Paper Bag for Sarkodie, and Flawless is for Strongman Burner. So those are the songs they've been nominated for and will be judged by. Hopefully the awards is, I don't know if this is today or tomorrow, but we'll get to see who goes home with the award. So I know you say the 2 days should stay, and this is your closing remarks, but people say that why have 2 days when people come and cross their legs and it's not a party like it used to be?
That's the organizer's problem. Because usually when you actually watch high profile or international awards, and VGM is an international award at this stage, there's a space created for fillers where, you know, close to the stage, where they actually vibe with the guys on stage. It's about time. It's 22 years.
Could it also be the COVID situation that is denying?
That should
There's
be
a way you
reason.
can do it that would really be interesting. And so for me, the guys that you've invited, they are VIP guests. They are not supposed to come. They didn't come there to dance and jam. They came to actually witness the award. So if you want people to actually make it lively, especially when you're producing for TV, get fillers close to the stage and let them be raising their hands and be jumping. We see it all the time. So they should fix it.
Which will be the major surprise for you come tomorrow or Saturday?
Saturday is all about performance, like I said. In the last 10 years, every awards scheme is tilted towards performances.
So the major surprise for you in terms of the awards?
Surprise.
Okay, whilst you think about that, let me come to you. The major surprise for you, because you know the award schemes are full of surprises. You don't know who is voting how much and all of that. So what would be like for you to say, I never thought I saw this coming?
Well, that would be difficult for me to say here as I sit here.
Even if Amrano doesn't win.
Oh, gee. That's not the point. But let me just quickly, once again, re-emphasize the fact that for viewers, it's not a public or crowd event. And so that's why TV3 and media general platforms, including 3FM and our social media, TV3 Ghana, is bringing all the updates live from 7 p.m. till the end of the event tonight and also tomorrow. So wherever you are, make sure you're watching TV3. And as we bring you all the updates from all our personalities who will be on the red carpet and also at the main event, we're bringing reports for you. There will be certain surprises in there somewhere, so they should be looking out for that.
Okay, so stick to this network with the official media partners. Arnold, you finally found your surprise?
No.
Okay, so let's have your final words before we go. You have anything else to say before we go?
No, I mean, we should all look up to the awards today and tomorrow.
Definitely by Monday, we're back to review. Even before Monday on Simply Showbiz, we'll be reviewing tonight's events. Definitely would have Arnold and some others join us for that review. We are the official media partners, and therefore we need to have the huge contenders also join the conversation. Dinah Entry Hamilton is in studio, and she is likely to be one of the 5 nominees to pick the Artist of the Year. We get to have that conversation soon.